everyone, and welcome back to the Brian Fagan YouTube channel. I'm Courtney Berry, and today we're tackling a common yet difficult situation. What can you do if you want a Texas divorce but your husband doesn't? This can be a challenging and emotional process, but it's important to know that in Texas, your spouse's refusal to cooperate doesn't prevent you from moving forward with a divorce. First, let's talk about the concept of a non-fault divorce in Texas. In Texas, you don't need to prove that your spouse did something wrong, like committing adultery or abandoning the family, to get a divorce. Instead, you can file for divorce simply on the grounds of insupportability, meaning that the marriage has become unworkable due to a discord or conflict of personalities with no reasonable expectation of reconciliation. This allows you to file for divorce even if your spouse is opposed to the idea. Let's consider a real-life example to see how this works. Jane and Tom have been married for 15 years and have 2 children. Over the years, they've grown apart, and Jane feels that the marriage is beyond repair. After much thought, she decides that divorce is the best option for her and the children. However, when Jane tells Tom about her decision, he's adamantly opposed and refuses to even consider it. Despite Tom's refusal, Jane decides to move forward. She meets with a family law attorney who explains that she can file for divorce regardless of Tom's objections. Jane then files a petition for divorce, citing insupportability as the reason. This is the first formal step in the divorce process, and it signifies that Jane is serious about ending the marriage. After filing the petition, the next step is to serve Tom with the divorce papers. In Texas, the law requires for your spouse to be formally notified of the divorce through a process called service of process. This can be done by a process server, certified mail, or even a sheriff or constable. In Jane's case, she hires a process server to deliver the papers to Tom at their home. Tom is upset when he receives the divorce papers, but the reality is that the divorce process has officially begun. At this point, Tom has a limited amount of time, typically 20 days, to file a written response with the court. If Tom decides to cooperate, he can file an answer, and the divorce will proceed through the legal process, which includes negotiations on issues like property division, child custody, and support. However, if Tom refuses to respond or tries to delay the process, Jane can request a default judgment from the court. A default judgment means that the court can grant the divorce and make decisions on key issues without Tom's input. This ensures that Jane isn't stuck in a marriage simply because Tom is uncooperative. Even if Tom eventually decides to participate in the process but continues to contest the divorce or the terms, the case may go to mediation or court. Mediation is a process where both parties try to reach an agreement with the help of a neutral third party. But if the mediation fails, the case may go to trial, where a judge will make the final decision. In Jane's situation, if Tom continues to resist, they may need to attend mediation to resolve disputes over issues like property division and child custody. If they can't reach an agreement, a judge will decide on these matters in court. While this process can be lengthy and stressful, it is important for Jane to stay focused on her goals and work closely with her attorney to protect her rights. In Texas, you have the right to pursue a divorce even if your spouse doesn't want one. While it can be more complex and emotionally challenging when one spouse is uncooperative, the law provides mechanisms to ensure that the divorce can still proceed. Whether through default judgment, mediation, or court proceedings, it's possible to reach a resolution and move forward with your life. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insights into the family law. And remember, we offer a free 30-minute consultation with one of our experienced lawyers. Don't hesitate to reach out, schedule a consultation today, and let's work together to find the best solution for you and your unique situation. Stay safe and see you in the next video.
Thanks for tuning in to the end. We understand that divorce can be expensive depending on the situation. That's why we're offering our Do-It-Yourself Texas Divorce e-course. You can get access to this e-course by clicking on the link in the description below. Catch you in the next video.